Hello everybody out there, YouTube. This is SCL0320. I'm just coming back from Star Trek Into the Darkness, starring everybody from the first cast of the 2009 version of Star Trek, reprising the roles of James T. Kirk, Christopher Pine, everybody from Spock to Scotty to Bones or the Great Doctor. Everybody is back in this one. I apologize first off the bat because I've got a couple reviews that I'm going to be posting up soon. Been out of internet for a while, so haven't been able to post anything up. Right now using my handy dandy iPhone, so that's why I'm able to roll this one. But I will be putting up soon my review for The Great Gatsby, my review for the Fast and Furious trailer, came out last week. But let's go ahead and get to the meat of this, y'all. So I'm a little tired. It's like 2:30 or 2:50 by now. But yeah, off the gate, y'all. Even before I even give this a grade, this was probably one of the better movies I saw this year. So that's just off the gate. I'm just gonna express my opinion on that. So let me go ahead and get started. So y'all know the drill. I'm going to go first on the environment, the visuals, the look, the sound. How was this? Okay? So I only saw this normal. On Friday, I will see this in IMAX. Okay? Today is Wednesday. It's the midnight premiere. Now, as soon as I get in there, and it starts off with the opening scene, from what y'all have seen from the previews, where Spock is in the volcano, Kirk and Doc are running across this exotic island. It just puts you in the world. The visual effects, they spared nothing. It looks totally real. From every ship to every world to every fight scene, it looks beautiful. I can only imagine what it's going to look like in IMAX. The sound editing is really strong, especially when a new character, which is the villain, which Sherlock himself, Mr. John Harrison, which is the new villain. I can't say it enough. But anyway, when he gets on the scene, he has his own theme that the sound and the mood of everything switches. And they did a really good job with the sound editing. But the visual effects, like I said, it just looks beautiful. The starship has never looked better. The ship detail, like there was a scene where the ship is actually under attack. It is going through a lot of stress and the gravity is taking off. When it's happening, you're feeling as though this is really happening. Like this is an actual ship that's turning and the gravity is completely cut off. Like you never doubt in your head like, okay, this is not real. Like I don't know how to express it. Like the way they captured it, J.J. Abrams, the director, did a great job. I can only imagine what he's going to do with Star Wars. So this is actually I just loved it. So I'm not sure how the 3D is going to be. I will do a spoiler review after Friday, so you can get a little bit more of my input on the characters and the dimensions of everything spoiler related. But 5 out of 5, if I could give it a 6 out of 5 for the visual effects, I would. Okay, so as far as even with the action scenes, there was a great action scene with Spock. Towards the end, there's great action scenes with every single character, but the cake is towards the end, and it's visually just stunning. Okay, so go now to the second half, which is acting level. So everybody remembers the first one. Well, not everybody. I've found out. I'm gonna get some of my friends on board on that, but in the first one, there's a lot of meat as far as drawing it to the story. There's a lot of emotion, a lot of anger, there's a lot of high stakes going on, especially with Spock. Home planet Vulcan got destroyed. You saw emotion going through. This one, magnify that by 10. That's all I can say because I can't spoil anything. There's joyous times. There are some very teary times. Like when you think back, well, I can't spoil anything, but there's a lot. Every actor brings it. Christopher Pine, to me, he embodies Kirk now. He's made the character his own. My God, Zachary as Spock, he lights it up, and he's so funny, he's so intellectual, but he brings such a morality to Spock's character. Even Zoe as Aurora, the Doc, Scotty, everybody's acting was just amazing in this one. And Christopher Pine was brought back into this. He did a really good job in his role. I forgot Mr. Weller that played RoboCop. Last movie I saw him in was in The Dark Knight Returns. He did a really good job on that. But oh my gosh, Benedict, like the dude. I don't know if any of y'all ever seen Sherlock, but Sherlock from BBC is one of the best shows. He lights up every screen. With this role, his character, John, I've never seen a villain like him. Like, you empathize with him, you understand him, you are afraid of him, you are like, what is this man capable of? If you see the trailers, you've seen some of the things he can do. Magnify that by 10 again. This is a dangerous character. Everybody's life is at stake based on his presence there. And I'm just leaving it at that. I'm not even saying him just doing anything. So, the acting level for everybody, of course, Benedict, he did his thing as far as with John. Whole nother level of a villain. I loved him. But yeah, everybody brought it as far as the acting and emotion. The sad parts especially shine on. So 10 out of 10. Oh, dang. I give it a 10. 5 out of 5 for the acting level. Now, the story to me, this is probably one of my most favorite because I was engaged the whole time. I enjoyed it for the start to finish. I thought back to Starship Enterprise. I thought back to Jean-Luc Picard. I thought back to those subtle moments that capture the essence of sci-fi fiction, but at the same time keep you invested in the characters for a set reason of the voyage, of the camaraderie, and the essence of how much would the captain do to protect the people that he loves. Everybody is tested in this one, and because of the new villain and his presence, even Starfleet in and of itself of what it represents truly, that's even tested. It's a different level as far as the story for this one. They took their time with it. Now, there are different people that speculate what this might be, what it could be. I guarantee you, even though you might get some things right, you're not going to be able to guess everything. And while it's happening, you're definitely not going to know what, who, where, when, why. I don't even want to spoil anything. It's so bad. I'm going to have to talk about this a lot more in the spoiler section. I want to say more. I apologize. I'm not saying more. All I can say is things happen. People die. Lives are threatened. Planets are threatened. Stakes are drawn. And every character has their opportunity to shine or elevate from the first movie. Every character. Every character that was introduced from the first movie had their opportunity of shining or showing their growth and expression. That is the thing that I saw was just such a meat of the character. And then it shows how much so each other have grown them. And it's just amazing. So definitely 5, 6 out of 5, whatever you want to give it. I just love this movie. I give it an A+. Like, anybody that loves sci-fi, loves action, this is not your typical old school Star Trek. This is even more of an application from the 2009 version. This is action from start to finish. Acting level is raised. It's a great storyline. I can't express this enough. This is right now is my favorite movie. I'm hyped about Man of Steel. But until that comes out and proves itself as such as this has, Star Trek 2, Into the Darkness all day. This is my review. I don't have anything further to say. Go and see it. Leave your comments and views at the bottom and let me know what you think. SEL0320 signing out. Peace.